What is going on, you guys? Welcome back to another NHL 18 Toronto Maple Leafs franchise mode. How are you doing today? I am doing great. I hope you are too. And I hope you're ready to dive into some franchise mode with the Toronto Maple Leafs. Last video, we received a trade, Nicholas Hjalmarsson and a 4th round pick for our first, second, Leo Komarov, and a second. Right away, we do have some comments I am going to address about the trade. Right away, Spencer Wolf, who will get his status upped here on the Status Hall of Fame. Congratulations. It says, yes, make the trade. Okay, awesome. I do agree with you that Hjalmarsson would help the team out, but there's another trade I want to bring out, and that is by Jive Privzen, who also gets his status upgraded. He says, make a trade for Hjalmarsson, but instead of draft picks, you should trade away some of your redundant forward prospects that, yes, are good, but will probably not make the team anytime soon. I'm moving you up 2 statuses. I'm sorry, but this comment is very, very good to me because normally, when you do franchise modes on YouTube, it's, oh, you traded away prospects. That was the wrong thing to do. That's bad. No, you don't trade away prospects. Our team is extremely young. We have prospects we don't necessarily need anymore. Like, to be honest, we have a lot of prospects that are not going to make the team anytime soon. Now, obviously, not Timothy Liljegren, not like the top end. I kind of want to keep Kapanen and Jeremy Bracco. Jeremy Bracco's staying on the team for sure, even though he's not on the team yet, and same with Dermott. But we could trade away maybe like a Frederic Gauthier. I'm sorry, Frederic Gauthier is not going to make this team anytime. He's 22. He's still a minor player. Like, he's got a little bit of value, but he can definitely sweeten the deal a bit. Kirby Reichel would not be a bad trade either. I mean, Stoshnikov, again, another player I would like to keep, but it wouldn't be bad to trade him away. Renat Valiev, hey, sweeten the deal just a touch. A lot of their trade value is fairly low. I said fair because I saw Eric Fair. But, like, we could even work Martin Marincin in to a team that is interested in him. Timashov could be one. Grundstrom, even though I kind of want to keep Carl Grundstrom. We could do it. He's only 19, though, so he still has quite some room to grow. Elemi, I'm sorry. I apologize. Not even going to attempt it. But he could definitely be one. But there's just a few prospects we could definitely move here that would not be bad. Like, as I said, like, Kapanen, I would love to keep Kasperi Kapanen. But to be honest, he's 21. He's 75 overall. It's going to be a year or two before he makes the lineup. And then would it be too late for him to grow to the overall we'd want him to be? And he said, where would he play? He's a right winger. We have Nylander and Marner, which I am going to get to a comment in a minute that will change our lines up just a bit. But congratulations to Jive Prism. I moved you up 2 statuses because you are a beast. Anyways, let's get to the next comment, and that is some line suggestions by Lucas Zuz 14. He says, okay, his defensive line suggestions are Riley Carrick, Gardner, Zaitsev, Marincin, Hainsey. Okay. So last episode, I wanted to put opposites together. An offensive defenseman with a defensive defenseman. You know, someone who's going to be in the zone a lot versus someone who's going to stay close to the blue line. That's why I really wanted Hainsey and Riley together. That's why I asked you guys if you guys would be okay with that, because this is your team as well. He wants Carrick on the first defensive line. Now, I don't know if I'm okay with that. I understand Carrick has some pretty great potential, and that would jumpstart him quite a bit. He's only a -2. He's got 8 penalty minutes, but I mean, he's playing next to Martin Marincin. And let me address this. I did not mean Martin Marincin was a good defenseman. He is a good 7th defenseman, which means he's the good guy to ride the pine and sit on the bench and wait for somebody to go down. If you need somebody to fill in, that's who we do it. I have comments telling me that Martin Marincin isn't good. Do you know anything about hockey? Martin Marincin isn't good. Yes, I know Martin Marincin isn't good, but he's a good fill-in. Like, he's not a good roster player. He's a good backup. roster player. If you need a 7th, 8th defenseman to ride the pine and 2 defensemen go down, Martin Marincin will be good in those 1 or 2 games that he plays. That's what I meant. I did not mean he's going to be the next Erik Karlsson or anything. Calm down. You guys murdered me in the comments from Martin Marincin. Easy goes it. Especially the first episode. You guys murdered me with it. I did not mean to say he was a good defenseman. I meant to say he's a good backup, which he may be moving here soon. I backed out of the edit lines and did not mean to do that. Give me a second. All right, that's better. I had to drink some water, and now I can speak without having to stop every 5 seconds. So here we go. This is what he wants. He wants Riley here, Carrick here. He wants Gardner here with Gardner with Zaitsev and Hainsey with Marincin. We're going to try this out and see how it goes. I'm kind of iffy about playing Carrick on the top pairing with Riley, but worst case scenario, we can always put Zaitsev with Riley and put Carrick with Gardner, because it is a good point that Ron Hainsey's 36 years old. He's not going to get any better. Carrick will grow. Zaitsev could grow. Riley will grow. Gardner, he could still grow a little bit, not by much, maybe 1 or 2. He's not going to have, Riley has the world in front of him, and he can overtake the world if he grows to his potential. Marincin could still grow, but he won't be here much longer. Now, his offensive line suggestions let me put them together and show you guys what they are. Alright guys, this is his offensive line suggestions. Hyman, Matthews, Nylander, Marleau, Marner, and Connor Brown, Leo Komarov, Nazem Kadri, and JVR with Matt Martin, Dominic Moore, and he actually has Kasperi Kapanen called up to the roster to play on the 4th line. And the tail end part of his comment says, trade away Tyler Bozak. I want to keep Tyler Bozak, but the more I hear trade, just the word trade makes me think, okay, we're losing games. We're not doing good. Let's make a move. Let's spice things up just a bit. Tyler Bozak's on a 1-year deal. 4.2. We can't re-sign him. We're not going to be able to. He's a center. He's going to want a little bit more than we'd be willing to pay him. Yes, he's good at face-offs, but he's got 1 point. He's a -5. 4 penalty minutes. Come on, man. And how many? 12 games. You have 1 point. No. And even so, you're not that giant point getter. Last year, yes, 55 points in 78 games. Awesome. But that was your career high. Are you going to do that again? I don't see it. And you're almost every season you've played, you're a minus player. Okay, yes, that's unfair for me to say. The Leafs were extremely bad. They've been extremely bad for long. That's the wrong thing for me to say about his plus. I can't look at his plus minus. He was on a bad team. Just forget I even said that. That was a bad. That's something just bad to put on him. But his point totals, I don't see him reaching 55 points this season, especially if he's on the 4th line, because he says playing Marner in the center position, 75 faceoffs. Kadri, who's actually not bad at faceoff, 77. So Marner could grow as a center, and we could have a 1-2 punch of Matthews and Marner. Oh my goodness, that is disgusting. Now, Zach Hyman on the 1st line, okay. I like Zach Hyman personally. I like those physical players. But does he have the skill to keep up with Matthews? Does he have the skill to keep up with Nylander? He can skate better, not better than Marleau, obviously. Marleau is one of the very few old guys who can fly. But, Marleau is not getting it done with Matthews and Marner. So maybe playing Nylander up there, maybe the reuniting Matthews and Nylander. And also, it does spread out the scoring quite a bit more. Because our 4th line is better than it was. We had Connor Brown, 3rd line, was better than it was. We had Connor Brown on the 3rd line. Connor Brown's a goal scorer. He really wasn't doing anything on the 3rd line. He scored 2 goals and 1 assist. Imagine him next to Marner, who's going to set him up, and Marleau, who's there, who's ready to be set up with Marner, who's been struggling so far to get going. They're not getting the gas. They need to put the foot on the gas and get going. JVR's been going. So if JVR gets Kadri going, who's been doing pretty good, and they get Komarov going, we have 3 lines of goal scoring. And that 4th line is there to kill penalties, get on the ice, rough some people up, and get off. Now, the person he wants to put in over Tyler Bozak is Kasperi Kapanen. I'm not quite sure about Kasperi Kapanen quite yet. How do I go to... Can I... Oh, I would have to call him up. So, options, go to roster moves. Kasperi Kapanen will be playing for us next season in NHL for sure. I don't know if I want to play him on the fourth line, though. That's my problem. Let me go to in the system. Ugh, Joffrey Loophole. All the controversy of Joffrey Loophole is kind of crazy. I read an article the other day about it, and it's just crazy what Joffrey Loophole is saying. It's really weird. Okay, so where is he at? Kasperi Kapanen. He's listed as a depth forward. He's getting, like, first-line minutes down there in the AHL. He's doing pretty good. 4 goals, 8 assists, 0 penalty minutes, 33 shots. Like, he's doing good down there. He has good morale with everybody. I would hate to bring him up and play him on the fourth line where he's not going to get ice time. He's listed as a depth forward. Why don't we just let him go down there? I mean, Nikita Soshnikov, we could bring him up. He's a fourth liner, two-way forward, but he's doing good down there too. Like, I want them to get good ice time. I don't want to rush them. Like, I'm afraid I'm going to call them up and then they're not going to get any ice time. Like, they're on the fourth line. I would rather them play first line minutes in the A than fourth line minutes in the NHL. I know what you're saying. Oh, you're depriving them of their line time. Not really. They're going to be like third liners next year with their overall, even a second liner. We may have to move people out next year to get these guys room to play. We could call up Joffrey Loophole, but I am opposed to that. He doesn't exist anymore. We're not calling him up. Eric Fair. We could call him up. I mean, he's a grinder. He'll kill penalties for. He could even take the face-offs. If Dominic Moore is not good at face-offs, which I'm pretty sure he is, Eric Fair could take them. Eric Fair will kill the penalties for us. Yes, he's not offensively gifted, but he could kill the penalties for us. I mean, who do we have scratched right now? Right now we have scratched. We have Josh Levo. Josh Levo is a fourth liner, right wing, two-way forward, a high top 9, 24. You know what? We could just play Josh Levo. Instead of him just riding the bench, not doing anything, we could play Josh Levo. I'm going to put Josh Levo in. And we're going to trade Tyler Bozak. And possibly revisit the Hjalmarsson trade with some prospects we don't really need. And Tyler Bozak. Alright, guys. We're going to Arizona and we're saying, hey, we want Hjalmarsson. We're sorry. Oh, wow. OEL's injured. And Derek Stepan. Oh, wow. Yeah, they're... Depending on what that injury could be, they could be done for the rest of the season. Because their team's so young. Wow, their team... That's like a majority of their team right there. That's their best center and their best defenseman. Oh my god, they're so injured. Ah, poor Arizona. So Nicholas Hjalmarsson. Okay, he's got 2 years left, 4.3. We can afford that easily. We will give them Tyler Bozak. Ah, they don't want Tyler Bozak. Here's the problem. And Tyler Bozak's not really happy here either. I just noticed that. So Tyler Bozak, and they have plenty of salary cap. The cap is not an issue whatsoever for them. And they don't want Martin Marincin either, but they want Joffrey Loophole. Basically the same trade value. I mean, let me sort by trade value here. Pretty close to the same trade value. Marincin, Loophole. Okay, yeah, pretty close. So, I'm thinking Tyler Bozak's on there already. Gauthier. He's, okay, more than 45 scheduled, so we're going to have to take somebody back. But again, we can take back somebody to just fill out our AHL team. Like, no big deal. Do you have anybody here that you don't want to fill out the AHL team that's of decent overall, that's really not going to grow anymore? I mean, we could take, Ryan McKinnis could still grow. Cousins. I mean, Nick Cousins, he's 24, 76 overall. He'd be good in the AHL, right? I mean, Jamie McGinn, who was just traded for Jason Demers. Emerson Edom. We could take him. He'd be a good AHLer down there. Power forward. Like, we could do any of these trades right here. Any of these players we could definitely acquire to play in the AHL. Who, they want to get rid of Alex Goligoski. We don't really need him, nor do we want him. So let's do this. Let's start by potential. but look at the trade value and see who we can pick up. Given we don't really need somebody who's going to be good because we don't really have space for them. But, like, if we can get someone who's going to be, like, a decent 80 overall and okay with playing in the AHL, that'd be good. Like, Emerson Edom, so this is a fourth liner. We play him in the AHL, but he's on a one-way deal. Oh, he's on a two-way contract. Yeah, two-way contract. Okay, Emerson Edom for the AHL. I like that. That's perfect right there. Now, we are going to have to throw somebody else in. Frederick Gauthier and Tyler Bozak is not enough to make this deal happen. I would like to throw in somebody who's maybe unsigned. We have a few of them. I don't know, though. I really don't know. What about... I mean, we could throw this guy in. He's 18, medium top 6. Yeah, he's got some decent trade value. It's going to be too long before he's able to play in the NHL, and we don't need somebody to wait on. We're in a small window of Marlowe and... until we have to sign the big guns. Like, once we sign Matthews, Marner, and Nylander, we're not going to be able to acquire, like, some stud players for cheap. It's going to be harder for us. So we have to be careful here. So, an unsigned prospect, a potential prospect, and Tyler Bozak for Emerson Edom and Nicholas Hjalmarsson. We're close, but the value is still a little bit off. I'm not giving up a first. But we could definitely throw in another prospect if we want to. I mean, I feel like right now we're filling out the AHL squad. Like, we're going to clean house next season once everybody hits their peak overall. Once we see what we have, we'll trade them for some decent value. They're not. We do have players that won't play on the team, but still, I want to keep our second round pick because we don't know what we are yet. The way we're going right now, it looks like we're barely going to squeak into the playoffs. So our pick could have the utmost value. The Sharks, on the other hand, they know what they are. So we would give them the Sharks' second-round pick for Hjalmarsson and Emerson Edom. And, yep, so our second-round pick, unsigned prospect, a potential prospect, and Frederick Gauthier, and Tyler Bozak for Hjalmarsson and Emerson Edom. Okay. Now, this is pretty close. We will try it. I doubt it would go through. No, okay, they want more. So, maybe, just maybe, someone else they're interested in. I don't want to give away somebody with a lot of trade value here, but we might have to. I mean, I'm all for giving them Joffrey Lupul. Like, hey, this trade looks great, but we'd have to take a player back. Actually, no, I'm okay with keeping Joffrey Lupul for one more year. We can just release him instead of like trading him away and having to get another player back. I mean, we could get another player back, but Joffrey Lupul is actually doing pretty good in the AHL. Like, at least I thought it was. Yeah, he's doing good. Like 13 points in 12 games. He's gonna be the leading goal scorer in the AHL. So we're gonna keep him for sure. We're definitely gonna have to give him another draft pick here. What about... I want to try to keep draft picks because you can find studs in the draft this year. Okay, we're going to give them another prospect in the AHL for sure. Someone they want this time. This kills me to deal away these guys, but we don't need them. Okay, like anybody with like bottom 6, their potential is not good enough. I want to keep Soshnikov, but like that's like the guy we could trade. Nikita Soshnikov, to be honest, he's not going to play on our NHL team anytime soon. I don't want to blow up our AHL team, though. Shoots, this is harder than I thought it was going to be. What if we give them one of our prospects, such as Dmitry Timashov? He could still be good, but we just don't want to wait. He's got 24 points this season. That's really good, actually. Oh, that was last season. Screw that. That was last season. I was about to say 24 points in 13 games. We're keeping this guy. No, 63 games, 24 points. He's not playing this season. He's scratched. Throw him in, and I think we have a deal here. We do have to take a player back. Give us your player with no trade value who can fill out our AHL team. Someone like... We don't want to take on any cap here. This guy. Dave, no. I was like, this guy because of the overall. And I saw Dave Bolin. I was like, not going to happen, Jackson. I'm sorry. We'll take this guy. 58 overall. 20 years old. Probably nothing. Would this trade go through? Rejected. This is going to be harder than I thought. Okay, we're going to have to give them maybe our second. We have San Jose's second, so it's not a total loss here. But that bumps the value up quite a bit. Would this trade go through? Rejected. Oh, my goodness. We might not be able to do this trade, guys. I want to get Hjalmarsson. Okay, give me a second. Let me explore some other options here. Alright, guys. Arizona is interested in Leo Komarov, and he actually has a little bit of trade value. So maybe giving them Leo Komarov will push this trade over the edge for Nicholas Hjalmarsson, giving us that number one number two defenseman that we need. So, because he would really solidify our team. He's a defensive defenseman, though, so he's not going to put up points. But imagine him and Riley. Oh, that'd be gross. So, let's see if we can work this trade out somehow. Giving them Komarov instead of a prospect. Would this trade go through? Rejected. Okay, it's quite far off, they said. What if we also throw in that unsigned prospect that I was going to give you guys? Would you guys then take this deal? Because I can't give you... I'm not giving you Kapanen. Kapanen's going to play on the team. What about... I mean, would you like... This guy's got more trade value than Timashov. So let's try it now. Would this trade go through? Accepted. Thank Jesus. Alright, guys. These are the lines now. Hyman, Matthews, Nylander, Brown, Marner, Marlowe, JVR, Kadri. And I'm playing Kasperi Kapanen on the third line because I feel like he'd play better next to Kadri and JVR over Martin and Dominic Moore. So... Sorry, Lucas, for your line ideas basically being scratched. We're still listening to them majority, but I am instead of Komarov, Kapanen. Alright, guys, let's continue simulation here. That trade took me like an hour. Of course, as always, we're going to simulate the rest of the month, which shouldn't take that long. So if this video seems long right now, we're almost done. So right now we are in the month of November. Well, we're about to be. It's October 31st. So we are going to slow sim a game here. Not against the Ducks. Let's go player morale. Let's see what we got going here. Who wants to talk to me? Oh, Ron Hainsey. Not happy if you trade away Tyler Bozak. Of course, you're not going to be here much longer, bud. Don't worry about it. Just motivate him. And, oh my god, his morale dropped. I see the morale system I don't like. You won't regret trading for me. I prove you made the best, or the right call. Good. You can bring a lot to the table. Go prove it. And he likes that. So, hopefully that makes him a better player. Alright, here we go. And we're going to slow sim the game against... The home and home against Boston was slow sim. One of our big rivals. Hopefully we start winning games right away. There's a 4-1 victory over the Ducks. 5-2 loss. Oh! And we get a trade right now. Ben Smith for a 6th round pick. I'm going to decline it for now. Maybe later in the season we'll take that trade. Just in case someone goes down just like this. Zach Hyman's been injured. November 10th. Okay, so he's not gone for long. We do have to call somebody up, unfortunately. Who are we going to call up? Let's call up Kirby Reichel. Let's call up Kirby Reichel. Let's see how he does. What? What do you mean auto fix your roster? Oh, I have to send somebody down now, don't I? Let's send down... Who do I not need up here? I need everybody up here. What? I'm confused. What's going on? Do I have to call somebody else up too? I guess. I mean, Eric Ferry, you get up here too. Oh, it's our cap space. Confirm. Okay, now we have to send somebody down. I'm confused here. What's going on? 'Cause there's Kirby Reichel. There's Kapanen. It says we have 21 out of 21. But it's telling me it won't let me go back. What's going on? See, if we send Eric Fair back down, he's going to get claimed. That's awesome. See, watch. He'll go through waivers. Yep, he made it through waivers. Like, okay, auto-fix roster. Because I don't understand what's going on. See, now it just screwed up my whole lines. Give me a second. Alright, guys, these are the lines now. Basically the same thing. But I found out why the rosters was not working, and that's because Frederick Anderson's injured. That's right, our goalie, Frederick Anderson, is injured. I did not get the notification, so hopefully it's nothing serious. But we're going to continue simulation here as usual. And Zach Hyman's back, so let me put the lines right back where they were. Alright, guys, now Kasperi Kapanen's been injured with a sprained ankle, and he won't be back for a while. So, It looks like Kirby Reichel, who I just scratched, is gonna play some time for him as well. So Kirby Reichel getting the ice time. Better appreciate it. Maybe he does good. Let's find out. And Minnesota, we will win that 4-0 just like that. So here we go against Boston. The Bruins, our division rival. We are 9-8. We need to win these games, guys. These are very important Atlantic Division games we have to win because I'm sure the Panthers are probably tearing it up. No, they're doing bad too. Then does that mean Montreal is like what? Like Montreal, like Detroit's 9-8, just like us. What's Montreal? 9-7-1. So there's really no team standing out right now. It seems like. Unless, like, Tampa Bay is probably, like, undefeated still. Where's Tampa Bay at? 9-8. Okay, so everything seems to be the same record in the Atlantic. That's fairly odd. I'm trying to think of another. Oh, Ottawa. Oh, they're doing bad, too. So I don't understand why this Atlantic Division is struggling. That means the Metropolitan Division is just full of monsters again. Yeah, Carolina's 9-3-1. All right, here we go. The Boston Bruins. This is 2 easy W's for us. Let's go. Come on. Here we go. First periods. Scoreless first period, second periods. Nicholas Hjalmarsson, Brad Marchand, and Ryan Spooner on Curtis McElhinney. Oh, come on, Frederik Andersen. We need you to get better. I didn't even see what his injury was. Third periods. And David Pastrnak gets the empty netter, and we lose that game 3-1. Just bad. If Freddie goes down, our season's over. I hate to say that, but that's true. Our goalie is the backbone of our team, especially this team that's not very defensively minded. We need a good goalie. Here we go. First periods. In the second game, Matt Bolesky. Second periods. JVR on Tuca. There we go. Come on. Just one more. Third periods. Scoreless and an OT. In the shootouts, they take it. Bergeron and Marchand are the only 2 people scoring in the shootout, and they win that game. Morgan Riley is injured. Oh, my goodness. We're taking a lot of injuries right now. Hopefully it's not a bad injury. I never got a pop-up for it. So, okay, he's recovered from it. Maybe I should turn the injuries down a little bit more because they're starting to really pile up here. What is Frederik Andersen's injury? I have to find out because that's very important if we're going the rest of the season without him. A pulled groin. Oh, my goodness. He won't be back till November 23rd. That's actually like in like a week, so that's good. Kasperi Kapanen will be back first, so that sucks. Because we could really lose all these games and fall far behind in the playoff race. So we have to make sure we keep it going. When we were 4th in the Atlantic Division, so we're still hanging on pretty good. The Panthers are starting to get away from us. Tampa Bay is 10-8. So we just have to make sure we can keep up with at least the second place. William Nylander is leading the team with 16 points, by the way. Fun fact. All right, let's get the simulation over with this month. Let's go. That way I can read your guys' comments for the next episode and see how we can improve. We will slow sim this rivalry game against Montreal. Kasperi Kapanen is back. Let me put Kasperi Kapanen back in because I don't think Kirby Reichel had any points. No, but you know what? Kirby Reichel is going to play on the 4th line, and Josh Levo is going to exit the team because Josh Levo wasn't doing anything either. Maybe Kirby Reichel being a power forward will really help that 4th line out just a little bit. So Zach Hyman's back up there on the top line. He's only got 6 points. This dude's not producing, so maybe those lines aren't the best for our team. 1-0 loss to New Jersey. Frederik Andersen is back. Okay, thank you. We're putting Freddie in for sure. Let's go, goalies. Garrett Sparks, you're going back down. Sorry, bud, but you have to do this. Oh, no, he has to go through waivers. Canceled. You're kidding. So that means every player we have up here has to go through waivers, and we have to send Garrett Spark through waivers. That's stupid. Okay, he made it. He's still down there. Awesome. So he didn't get claimed or anything. We're still in the good. So that's great. So maybe if Freddie back in the nets, we could start winning games again. That's what we need. So Freddie's back. Hopefully that's his one injury for this season. Here we go. He's back in probably one of the biggest games we've had so far this season against Montreal. We could take out the team that's doing pretty good in the Atlantic Division and give us a W over them. That could come in effect very late on in the ice. Well, why does it say Joffrey Loophole just getting morale for time? Oh, Toronto Marlies. I was about to say. I forgot their affiliate teams in the same city. First periods. Oh, my God. Montreal lit up Freddie Andersen. They're chasing him out of the building. Second periods. Connor Brown gets one on Carey Price, third periods. And Max Pacioretty makes sure Frederik Andersen gets booed out of the building, even though they were booing him anyways. Oh, my God. Where's Matthews at, guys? Where's Auston Matthews? We're just doing terrible. We're doing our last slow sim game against the Panthers. They're a pretty good team so far in this franchise. 3-2 win over the Coyotes, so I actually should have slow simmed that game. But here we go against the Panthers. A win here could help us stay in the top 4 in the Atlantic Division. Here we go, first periods. Scoreless, second periods. Connor Carrick and Kirby Reichel, there we go, on Bobby Lou. Third periods. Auston Matthews gets the empty netter and finally scores a goal. Vibrato scores one for them, but JVR. Well, JVR, then Vibrato, then Auston Matthews solidifies the victory with the empty net goal. Auston Matthews finally gets on the score sheet, 2 points. Thank you, Frederik Andersen, with the 24-save victory here tonight. Almost a shutout. And Jake Garner's injured. Oh, my God. December 31st. Are you kidding me? A concussion. I'm turning these injuries down. I'm sorry. We've had too many of them. This is like the 7th one we've had. So we lost one of our best defensemen. Morgan Riley's growing, by the way. So this just sucks. All right, guys. Here's the lines now. Connor Carrick is going to go up there, and Zaitsev's going to play right here. And the bottom pair is going to be Marinson and Ron Hainsey. So hopefully Connor Carrick can step up in our time of need. I am going to turn the injuries down next episode. I'm not going to do that right now. Let's finish the simulation out. Any more injuries happen, they happen. Here we go. Let's get these games against Carolina and Washington out of the way. The Hurricanes, we will beat them 5-2. And then, we're not trading Patrick Marleau. No, get out of here, Boston. And we lose 2-1 to the Caps. So here we go. Up next against the Calgary Flames. Edit scouting assignment. I have to do this for sure because we can find some gems late in the draft. Let's scout defensemen for 6 weeks there in the QMJHL. Calgary Flames up next. We will lose to them 2-1. Come on, we have to string together some victories because this win 2, lose 6 is not working for us. I mean, even though we've had a pretty good, no, we haven't. We beat Anaheim, lost 2 in a row. Beat Vegas and then Minnesota, lost 4 in a row. Beat Arizona and then Florida and then Carolina, and now we have to go against McDavid and the Oilers to hopefully not lose 3 in a row. McDavid and the Oilers is going to be a tough game. We will slow some this because it's McDavid versus Matthews. Here we go. First periods. Oh my God. Leon Draisaitl and McDavid both score, but Connor Brown and William Nylander keeps this game tied for us. Second periods. Score the second period. A lot of shots were taken, though, so Frederik Andersen's really standing his ground in the crease. And then third periods, scoreless again, so we're going to a star-studded overtime as we've taken 34 shots. And OT, scoreless, but I'm going to call it here in the shootout. I'm going to say Mitch Marner. Let's see. It's going to be Mitch Marner wins it for us. I called it. Mitch Marner, Nazem Kadri take the W for us. McDavid had 2 points. What a beast. Oh, my God. Cam Talbot with almost 40 saves. And Frederik Andersen with almost 30. So that was a pretty solid game for Frederik Andersen as he's starting to redeem himself again. We will go all the way to... We're doing good. I don't want to stop right here all of a sudden. Let's go all the way down to Edmonton again. After this game, after the next Edmonton game, we will stop simulation. We'll end the video there. Be sure to get your comments in. 3-1 win over the Canucks, by the way. We are 14-13, and what is this? No, I don't want to give up Dominic Moore. I'm sorry. That's a negative Ghost Rider. I'm not even going to look at that. We're not getting rid of Dominic Moore. Calgary Flames. We lose in overtime and we get a point. Joseph Wool. Okay, that's in the AHL, so that's fine. Assistant coach replaces best player. Not worried about the AHL team right now. Pittsburgh. A third for what? Mueller? What's the difference between their third and our third? Did they start losing a lot of games? Yeah, they're 12-15. For Mueller, what's Mueller looking like? Chris Mueller, 31 years old, 74 overall, 4th liner. Hasn't played any games for us. He's got 24 points in the AHL. You know what? He's keeping our AHL afloat. And that third's not that much more value, so I'm just going to say no. I mean, that's not really worth it to me. We lose to the Stanley Cup champions, the Pittsburgh Penguins, but they're 24-5-2. Oh, my goodness. They're disgusting. Let's hope we don't have to play them in the playoffs. Here we go. The rematch against the Oilers and the Maple Leafs. Went to a shootout in the first meeting. Let's see where we go in the second. Here we go. First period. And scoreless second periods. And, oh my god, RNH, Ryan Nugent-Hopkins opens the score. And Adam Larson and then Patrick Maroon follow with tallies each. Third periods. Oh, we tie it up at Connor McDavid. You bum you. Oh my goodness. Dominic Martin, Matt Martin and JVR tie the game up. But Connor McDavid, oh my god, gives them a 1-goal lead. And they take it before overtime. Oh my goodness. Freddie. No, Freddie. McDavid had 3 points. Who's Drake Caligna? Wow, he had 3 points. I don't even know who that is. Is that even a real player? Or is that a prospect or something? I don't know. It's got to be a real player. We didn't draft yet. That's odd. Okay. Yep. But that's going to end this episode. Actually, you know what? No. I'll bring it down to Tampa Bay because I'll bring it down to Carolina because it's not that much longer. Might as well finish the rest of this week out. Philadelphia up next. We will beat them or lose to them in the shootout 3-2. Minnesota, we lose to them 5-2, and we lose to Detroit 3-1. Our team is terrible. And the final game this time, I promise, against the Carolina Hurricanes. They're 22-7-3. We are doing pretty bad. We're like 14-17 and something. First period, Connor Brown gets one on Scott Darling. Second periods, Jacob Slavin, and then third periods, JVR and Kirby Reichel but they both get a tally on Scott Darling, and we take that game 3-1, and we improve our record to 15-17-3. Wow. Okay, so we're doing pretty bad here early in the season. We got to do better if we're making playoffs. We dropped to 5th in the Atlantic Division. Oh my goodness! But Will Nye, the hockey guy, leads the team with 22 points. That's right, William Nylander, Will Nye, the hockey guy. Oh my goodness, only 6 goals though. Let's take a look at the team point leaders, and we really need to fix this team. What is going on, guys? We need to figure out what's going on. We need to fix it. Matthews has 20 points, only 7 goals though. I expect better from you, Matthews. Marner's got 21 points. He's doing good. Where's all that goal scoring coming from? JVR's got 14 goals on the third line. We might have to move him up. 21 points. Catcher's got 18 points on the third line. Marlowe's got only 3 goals from Patrick Marleau. You're a goal scorer. Score more, man. 17. The problem is we have too many playmakers. Morgan Riley's got 15 points. Connor Brown's got 12. There we go. 9 goals from Connor Brown. Maybe he needs to play in the second line. Because where is... There's Nylander. Oh, Connor Brown is on the second line, you moron. Zach Hyman. Zach Hyman's on the first line, only 11 points. So maybe Zach Hyman's not the guy to play in that first line. Maybe JVR? JVR's getting the job done. Play Zach Hyman down there. I'll leave that up to you guys, though. Matt Martin's got 10 points from Matt Martin. Whoa, wait a minute. Matt Martin's outscoring Kasperi Kapanen? What? By 1 point, he's played like what? Like close to almost like 14 games more? Okay, I'm not going to judge you for that. Anyone no points here? Anders Nielsen, he was a scratch though. So I don't expect points from him. Jake Garner only has 2 points in 23 games, but he's injured currently. So hopefully we can do better. Next simulation. Frederick Anderson has played 27 games, has 13 wins, 12 losses, 2 overtime losses, and 2 shutouts. Oh, hiccup. But he's got a .923 save percentage, identical to Curtis McElhaney's save percentage. And that's kind of scary when your backup and your starting goalie has the same save percentage, but your backup goalie is 2-5-1. So that's kind of scary to see. So we do need to improve something. I don't know what, but let's check out to see who's leading the league in goal scoring and see how far we are behind. And, oh, Jesus, yep, the Fatty Phil himself, Phil the Thrill Kessel, 39 points in 35 games, over a point per game. In our defense, he's playing next to Crosby, the best player in the league. He's probably playing next to, what's his face, too? Oh, I forget his name. Where's he at? He can't be too far. Jake Gensel. Where's Jake Gensel at? Alright, guys, the goal scorer leaders, Evgeny Malkin, 21 goals, Mike Hoffman with 19, the Breadman, Antti Panarin, 19 goals as well, Tarasenko, 18, Max Pacioretty with 18, and Alexander Ovechkin, only 18 goals so far in the season, 35 games, Stamkos, 17, and Tyler Seguin, 16. Oh, Nikolai Ehlers is up there, too. Wow, that's Mikko Rantanen's up there. That's odd. Okay, well, we need to figure out what's going on with our goal scoring, guys, so please comment down below how to fix this team, and you make your way in the Toronto Maple Leafs Comment Hall of Fame. We had a few people get promoted. Some were promoted higher than others, but you will see your name in just a few seconds if you make the Comment Hall of Fame. And as always, I'll catch you guys in the next video. Press that like if you did enjoy. Be sure to subscribe if you're new here. Be sure to turn notifications on to know when the next episode of the Toronto Maple Leafs franchise mode is coming out. Also, I do have a new franchise mode coming out. It's an expansion draft. Be sure to check that out. That should be out in the next few days. And I'll catch you guys, as always, in the next video.